97.5.
Good morning, Bayasa. It's a wonderful way back Wednesday from the Studio One of 97.5 FM. We are the gold standard of radio, and when you hear that sick tune, you know what is on board. This is Creek to Capital, that program that takes you from the creek of the Niger Delta, the polity, the development, and how it evolves down to the corridors of power in Abuja. My name is Jacobson Park. I have my tag team partner here with me. Good morning, Paul Basa.
Yes, so good morning, Baba. I think I know that it is the best time when it comes to politics and the things people want to find out what's happening from, of course, the glory of all lands here in Bayelsa and to the capital, and that's what we're excited about. So, welcome on board.
Well, today's episode of Crypto Capital, we are looking what is happening. Development from the home front. You know, they say charity begins at home. And so for that reason, we will be focusing our attention on the prosperity drive of the renewed prosperity, the renewed old prosperity agenda.
Bam.
Abi?
Bam. That facilitate that Ijaw people, because of our disadvantaged position, we are far from the center. Right from the old Eastern region to the contemporary independent Nigerian society, that we should always align with the center. We saw what happened. One of the examples or the evidence or the advantage of aligning with the center is the fact that Ijaw nation, in a country that has over 350 distinct ethnic tribes and groups, we are able to produce the vice president of this country and president of this country. Because we are with the government at the center, the then government at the center, which is the People Democratic Party. Yes. But because life or whatever this is, society is dynamic, that is, things change every day and all of that. In today's politics, the APC, All Progressive Congress, is now the government at the center. And so, naturally, you transition to the government at the center so that we will be able to get the benefits, harness the enormous benefits at with the government at the center. Before now, despite the fact that we produce the former president, former vice president and president, in the Buhari government, Ijaw people, we are not part of that government. And even in this present government, you can count 100 Nigerian leaders, political leaders, without any Ijaw person. And it is so because Ijaw people have been playing opposition politics. And you know that the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria and most African countries is zero-sum politics. That is where winner takes all and all of that. So if you find yourself in a system that plays zero-sum politics, unless you align with the government at the center, you will always swim against the current. And it's easy to swim against the current because sometimes you will drown. So Ijaw nation tried, and I'm happy that we have finally aligned with the government at the center. And of course, we are very sure of course the dividends of democracy. Of course, even before now, you are aware that the federal government took over the construction of the second phase of the Nembe Brass Road. Yeah. Yes, even before the defection.
Okay.
And then other advantages.
Let me just ask you quickly. For 10 years.
Yes.
Just like you, I'm taking what you just analyzed now.
Yes.
So it took 10 years,
yes,
for Bayelsa politicians to realize what late sage Medford Obianekulo said, that we must always align to the center. So it took 10 years for them to realize.
Yeah, that's the challenge. It's about courage. The kind of leadership that you have determines how things work. Okay. Governor Doedri is very strategic. I always describe him, when I describe him as a generational leader, many people do not understand. The type of Doedri belongs to a class of human beings that God released once in every 100 years. They are very scarce, they are rare. He releases his type once in every 100 years. Nelson Mandela belonged to that category. Muhammad Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, and few of them, you understand, they belong to that category of this. These persons are unique in all ramifications. Doedri is strategic. The greatest sacrifice that Governor Doedri made is defecting with Bayelsa State, defecting with our people to align with the government at the center. For him, he has served 2 terms as a governor. He has been a senator. So what does he? We have a leader that is unassuming. If you know Doedri, you will know that his life is a life of testimony. He is always mindful of the fact that he was ordinary secondary school teacher. He was ordinary teacher. And then out of benevolence, out of good, whatever, God catapulted him to where he is. So he lives that kind of life. And that's why you see, he doesn't even believe amassing wealth. And that's why today you cannot hear about looting and stealing in public offices because of the body language of the leader. When your leader is not stealing, you the follower will not steal. When your leader is not violent, you the follower will never be violent. So for Governor Doedri, he's strategic, and this is a leader that put his job people first. He's always consulting, and you saw what happened. This is the first time where a governor had to go around the local governments, go from door to consult people, different organizations, and say, look, looking at the political destiny now, we have 6 states in the Niger, in the south, that the geographic Niger Delta, that is south.
Yeah.
We have 6 states, and all these states, I always tell people to correct it. Bayelsa State is not a political creation. It's not ordinary political creation or delineation. Bayelsa State is sacred because it is the sacred home of the Ijaw nation. Bayelsa State is like the Israel to the Jew nation, The Jews all over the world, annually they go to Israel to go and gather and all of that. That is what Bayelsa State is. So it's not like a political creation where it's a state capital and all of that. And when you find yourself in that position, you must be tactful. You must be strategic. And that is what Governor Doedri is doing. So that is why at all times he's making supreme sacrifices. Some of the sacrifices may not be pleasing to him or whatever, but he is doing it for the sake of the Ijaw nation. And I tell you that maybe most times I wonder, I think that even Doedri himself does not, maybe sometimes he may not even know the spirits that are controlling him. You know, I said that there are 3 spirits that are controlling Governor Doedri.
You said it last time.
Yes, 3 spirits that are controlling Governor Doedri. And the first spirit is that of High Chief Harold Dapabriye, which is the diplomatic spirit. We are aware how Harold Dapabriye led the Niger Delta into all the, of course, constitutional conferences in London, and then before the independence of Nigeria and all of that. He was very diplomatic. Now, when you leave that, you talk about the spirit of Melford Obieno Okilo, the spirit of development. Okilo built Borokri, that's Boro Town. He built Eagle Island. He canalized. There are areas that people had to travel for 2, 3, 4 hours. Okilo came, brought dredgers and all of that, and canalized those areas and reduced the travel hours and all of that. He built gas turbine, and that Emirigi gas turbine is the first gas independent power station in the whole country. That is what Okilo did, and so many other things, education. And when you look at Doedri, you will see that he is acting and behaving exactly the way and manner Melford Okilo behaved. And you see the new Yanagwa city that he has built, very beautiful. The other day I had to mobilize Jacobson to go there because he was doubting me and all of that. When I took him, he converted, and now he's a student of the Doedri School of Ethos.
Is that what I told you?
But you, you were arguing with me, and I said, okay, let us go to that place.
And you cleared his doubts.
Yes, I cleared his doubt, double.
No, you cleared it. You shall be conversion again now.
You know that Jacobson, I've said it again, that whoever, if we have other Jacobson out there who are still doubting what Governor Doedri is doing, we have bought a very brand new Sienna bus. We have a branded Sienna bus, And that if you argue about any of these projects, the roads and others, we will pick you wherever you are in your house. We will drive to your house, pick you from your house, take you to the project sites and show you that these are the things that Governor doing. That as we are moving, we'll buy you snacks, we'll do everything, and when we return, when we'll drop you back, we'll give you 10,000 naira. And so that you become an apostle and an ambassador of Governor Doedri. Now I talked about the two persons. Now I've talked about Harold Dapabriye, I talked about Okilo. Now you now talk about Buru, Major Isaac Jasper Adakaburu, who was very selfless. Well, while Harold Dapabriye used diplomacy, and then of course Okilo, intellectualism and all of that, there was a need for us to ask. You know, even the Bible said that ask and ye shall receive. You understand? Knock and all of that. So, Isaac Boro asked Nigerian government that, look, we need to be heard. And today, our voice is heard. You understand? Ijaw Nation is counted. We are recognized as the people who are paid to pay sacrifice for the growth and development of this country. Remember, since 1956 till today, Ijaw Nation has been feeding the entire country. And that is why Isaac Boro raised our land. And look, you cannot be collecting everything without giving us part of whatever this and another. Today, at least, our voice is heard. And that is what Governor Doedri is doing. You see him always negotiating. You see him consulting people and working together. And today I can tell you that in this contemporary democracy, in this very dispensation, Governor Doedri is one of the most popular governors in Nigeria. Not in terms of maybe noise, because you know he's not a noise maker. Governor Doedri does not like talking too much. He believes in results. Today we are talking about the aircraft that just landed. Of course, maybe we are talking now.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Today,
the
aircraft have just been commissioned.
Okay, we're going there because you know, prior to this time, I like the way that you talk about your principal and the thing that he's doing.
Yes.
People had said that it's quite rare where you see a sitting governor of a party and having his cabinet of other party members, inclusivity.
Yes.
You know, that is very rare in Nigeria, especially because you just know that, like you said, some persons you just take only them and the opposition is kept out. But your principal did something by including.
You know, you of course not just this. We know now. We know, even though we don't want to mention it. We saw situations where businesses.
Okay, you know what I'll do.
Yes.
Just calm down, drink water first. When we come back, you will continue.
Okay, you're going to break. Thank you.
This is your golden moment. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
Want to grow your business fast? Golden 97.5 FM has got the perfect solution for you. You can locate our radio house at Mike Opopo Street, Bansha, Yenagua, Bayelsa Estates. Whether it's your business, music, event, or special promo, Golden FM has got you covered. So hurry now and let's put your brand in the spotlight.
It's going to be a 2-day of open heavens at Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, as the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries Bayelsa State brings you the Bayelsa Great Deliverance and Healing Crusade with Dr. D.K. Onukwea, the General Overseer of the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries worldwide. Theme: the blood that doeth hard things. 2 Kings 2-10. Friday 28th of November and Saturday 29th of November 2025. Come experience 2 days of God's undivided power and intervention at the Oxbow Lake Open Field, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, 2 p.m. daily. The Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries Bayelsa State Great Deliverance and Healing Crusade. The God that doeth hard things. Come experience another dimension of God's supernatural intervention. Jesus is Lord.
Cruising around Bayelsa on 97.5 Golden FM.
Okay, you see, welcome back to Crypto Capital on 97.5 Golden FM. We have in the studio the technical advisor to the Bayelsa State Governor on Media and Public Affairs, Honorable Wisdom Inekpa Ikuli. We call him the Prosperity Hype Man. You are making the thoughts based on what the all-inclusive nature.
Yes.
Nobody can doubt that one.
Yes, because we know that in the same Bayelsa State, there were situations where businesses that are owned by members of the opposition were deliberately granted. The idea was that destroy, weaken destroy every source of income of members of the opposition. That was the order of the day in the same Bayelsa State. Where members of opposition were treated as if they are outcasts. Some opposition members even slept with two eyes closed, one eye open, and all of that. I remember some of the times that even me as a person, I have to come into Bayelsa in the night. I can't walk freely during the day. A lot of things happened. But we have a governor that feels and believes that every Bayelsan, you were first born a Bayelsan before belonging to any political party. And as such, your right as a Bayelsan should never be denied. That whether political affiliation, ideology, or whatever should not deprive you of your benefit as a Bayelsan. We have a governor that you don't need to know somebody in government before you benefit. We have just walk into office once you have a good idea. You get approval and that is done. If you have a good idea for any project, program, or just propose it to government and it is done. That's the kind of government that we have. And that is why I always describe the governor, his executive council, as Joseph's coat of many colors. Many colors. You see members of different political parties all working together in harmony. It's like the Pentecost, where the gift of the Holy Spirit, everybody started and they were working together for a common goal. And that is Bayelsa State. Governor Doedri believes in harnessing the potentials of individuals. And sometimes I sit and I say, which kind of man is this? A leader that does not listen to gossip. You know, before now, the tradition of the average Bayelsa politicians, just call them. If you want to collect money from them, just call them. Honorable, please call me back. I have information for you. They will call you back immediately. And they will give, because they want to hear rumor. They want to hear gossip. And most times, they don't even verify those informations. And they act. They make enmities. They do a lot of things. But with Governor Doedri, you can't go and gossip. What are you gossiping to him? He doesn't listen to those gossips. For him, he believes in individuals, his relationship with individuals. So if you go to him and say, Wisdom Ikuli is this, Wisdom Ikuli is that, is it not the Wisdom Ikuli? There is no name they have not called us, but we are the people who are working with the government. We are working in the system. So I'm just one of the examples. You understand?
Some people said that
yeah,
if his predecessors have done similar thing by jumping ship from the party that brought them in power, rather than repair the crisis, that it wouldn't have benefited what is benefiting today. That's rather than jumping away from, I'm coming from the PDP. Some have said, look, they should have done everything possible to wield that is build rather than pack out of a leaking house. Why not repair it?
My brother, do we listen to ourselves at all?
That's what some have alluded.
PDP is sinking. It is a situation where only few individuals, it is no longer a political party. It is now the property of few individuals who dictate how things work in that party. And that is to say, if you don't do this, I will not accept.
Your principal said that the PDP is a set of, is now run by undertakers.
That's what I'm saying. So, but just look at it. Anybody that is saying that Bayelsa State or the governor should have remained in PDP is just being mischievous. And that is just all. And the agenda was a situation because they all know that they wanted a situation where the governor would stay back in PDP. Then by the time primaries are conducted for House of Assembly and National Assembly and all of that, then the governor will be stranded. Because what will happen is that all the candidates that will run under that PDP, the next minute one judge will just sit down in the comfort of the office and say these things have been nullified.
Give them
and
the
plateau treatment. The future of people are destroyed. Governor Doedri is a good leader, is a good shepherd. We will never lead his flock, those entrusted to him, astray. And that's why he thinks about the people before himself.
So he considered those things.
Yes, and all of that. But wait, I'm coming.
Sure
the
boat is going to.
Wait, I'm
we know overload and sink.
My brother, wait. So what we are saying is that the PDP crisis have gotten to an irredeemable level. That is a situation where I don't agree again. But there is nothing you can do to appease anybody. When you find yourself there, will you say, I have a car, and the car is so bad? Because political parties are vehicles.
Yeah.
Vehicles that convey persons from point A to point B. Now the destination is the ultimate. And where is the destination? The destination is where all the resources are domiciled. It is the place where the instrument of control of power is domiciled. It is the place that the scarce resources are shared. Now, which one will you prioritize? Will you prioritize the means of taking you to the destination or the destination? So every intelligent person, every forward-looking person, every strategic person will know that sometimes as you're going to your destination, there will be a lot of challenges here and there. Accident, armed robbers, kidnappers and all of that. There will be a lot to wallow you and all of that. You navigate your way to the destination where these resources are shared. And that's what is important. Will you not say because my father or somebody gifted you a car, and because that car, you are traveling with that car, and the car is bad, even when it is bad, you stay there. I don't know if you come out here, I'm not going anywhere because this car is a special gift. Okay. It doesn't work that way. So that is the situation of PDP. PDP is gone.
Okay,
and that's why we moved.
Agreed.
And I'm happy that we have moved. You can see Bayelsa are smiling. Every eye is shining. People are happy. People are hopeful.
Okay.
And that is the beauty of the whole thing. Yeah.
Senator Alim Dume of the APC, senator from Borno North, stated shortly some time ago that the way people are trooping into the APC, the APC could end up being like a ship overloaded that will sink if care is not taken. Are we looking at a possible return when that ship again starts sinking?
Return to where?
If you know, because if you don't know where you are going, you should know where you are coming from.
Nobody.
He's concerned. Why Senator Ndume is concerned? He's concerned about that because everybody saw what happened to PDP, where all of them were there. Then all of a sudden, as if it was an implosion. So that's the concern.
Well, the thing is that it's better as we are moving, we are watching.
Okay.
We are very strategic. The governor himself is strategic. Okay. He knows what he's doing. What is important is that we have a leader that knows where he's taking his people to. He's very purposeful. Governor Doedri is focused and is visionary. And for me, I'm his blind follower. Yes, I put it, yes. Because he can lead us astray. He can lead us. You can see what is happening. Everything that Doedri has mentioned, he has done them. Mention one that he has not done. By next week, that will be having light.
Honorable, give us updates. Give us updates. How far the turbine matter? Should we start counting down?
Of course.
Should we start a countdown?
Of course, we are counting down.
Should we start a countdown?
Because today happens to be the 26th of November.
So should we start counting down to like maybe by this time next month?
Of course, no. The governor said before the end of next month.
Okay,
and he has not changed.
So by 1st of December, we should start a countdown.
There is no problem about that.
Okay,
I know.
We'll do that. We'll start a countdown.
Remember, you know that Governor Doedri is a leader that will not cease to amuse people. He's full of surprises. Remember that this light we are talking about, it was this January. I remember when I led some persons from the federal, this Minister of Environment, when we did the environmental impact assessment this very year.
Yes.
And as we speak now, just go there. Maybe after that we'll move with our mobile van. You know that van is not meant to be parked somewhere. That van is a mobile vehicle. The Prosperity Ambassador vehicle is a mobile vehicle. It's like an aircraft that is not supposed to be parked somewhere. So anybody that doubt, bam, we go. Wherever, and always the tank is filled with fuel. That's just the truth. Because I'm one of the persons that, when Saul converted, when Christ converted Saul, he became the #1 soldier of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And you know, he wrote more books in the Bible and all of that. I am like Saul. I was one of the highest critics of Governor Doedri now. You know, everybody know. I was criticized. I felt nothing good would come out. But this man humbled me with his humility, his accessibility, and his compassion for the needy, the downtrodden, and all of that. But above all, his passion for the growth and development of the state and our people. And today, I am a soldier of Governor Doedri. And that's why you can see what we are doing. We have mobilized drones. We have mobilized so many equipments. Our work is every day we go to the street. Every day we go to Strand. I remember the program, our current program now is that Bayelsa State need to participate in the Bayelsa economy. We need to, yes, over the years now, our economy has been in the hand of strangers and all of that. And we need to, instead of remaining as consumers, as perpetual consumers, this time around, let us see how we can equally participate. So that we can curb this capital flight where the money come, immediately they pay salary, the money goes into the hand of others. And that's why we identify, sometimes we identify people, petty traders, and they give them whatever. I think the other time, there is this woman at Azikoro without 2 legs, and she plaits the best, beautiful hair and all of that.
Wow.
When my boys told me about it, we mobilized down there. The prosperity ambassadors mobilized down, and we saw the woman supported by our two daughters. I'm coming, and we were overwhelmed, and we gave her the little support that we can, and that she supports the mother to sell. But that will tell us this is to cover this area or whatever. But what is most important is the fact that Bayelsa State is coming out of this this epileptic power situation. You can see now that have you observed that power situation has have you seen that because of the building of the new gas supply now, that these people that we are playing with Bayelsa, that Bayelsas were paying for darkness, that they are giving us light now. Bayelsas are wiser. You understand? So for me, let us remain very grateful to the governor that we have a leader who identifies the problem of his people, and then, of course, tackle it head on. So today, in the next 1-2 months now, Bayelsa State will be one of the first states in Nigeria that will have uninterrupted power. That is #1 again. You understand?
Yeah.
We have always been #1 in so many areas. Remember, at sports, as we speak today now, Bayelsa was very backward in sports. Today, we have we are #1. We are competing with the Delta State in National Sports Festival and all of that. And it's because the Sports Master General of Nigeria, Governor Doedri, the day I attempted to follow him in that prosperity walk, I almost committed suicide.
Who sent you?
I said, who sent me? I jumped into a vehicle and I was following.
You gassed out.
I said, God, even vehicles, we are struggling to meet up with a man. I said, God, stamina at this his age. So you see that the man, everything about him is a mystery.
Okay, so honorable, you know, I want to ask you, because you've been reeling out the things that he's been doing.
Yes.
What's next for your principal? What's next for him? Because you talked about light. He's working on light.
Yes.
And I see you are smiling about it. You're smiling because it's good. Now, the latest bride.
Even the aircraft.
Tell us about the latest bride, and what are the other areas that your principal is going to be working in?
The Bayelsa State, as I speak to you now, I'm happy to announce that Bayelsa State is now shining in global map now, because you will see our airline, Pioneer Airline. You understand? Is registered globally now, and that's one of the greatest things. If you want to talk about development, those are some of the indicators of development. You understand? So I'm happy with the purchase of the aircraft, and then of course I know the governor has promised that by next year he's going to fix the water challenge. If he can fix the power that, when you look at the budget, if he can do the Nembe Brass Road, that the budget is so high, if he can do the Sagbam, the Yanagwa, Puruma and Gama Road and all of that, Then, of course, the Sagbama Ikeremo route and other roads that he's doing. I mean, this water is not there. For me, I don't even want to do this because I know that Governor Doedri will provide us, in fact, cleaner water or cleaner self. You know?
Okay.
And that is because he's very purposeful.
Before
the governor will mention anything, know that he has already concluded those arrangements.
That's how I
you
was
saw
all about him.
the kind of movement when he went to Canada and this recent movement that he's making and all. He will shock a lot of Bayelsans. Today, till this moment, a lot of Bayelsans will not know what the governor is doing. But I can tell you, as of today, you cannot get any accommodation in Bayelsa. It's difficult. It is very, 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 very difficult to get accommodation in Bayelsa. And the accommodations are very expensive now. Because businesses are already relocating to Bayelsa State. So the advantage is that more Bayelsans and other residents, they will begin to build houses. Very soon now, of course, housing estates now, they have started advertising everywhere now. You begin to see housing estates everywhere. You begin to see businesses. That is one of this of a visionary leader. When Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore started, when he started to build Singapore, people were calling him names. The Singaporeans called him names. There was wicked man, this, that, and all of that. There was a time people even described the Governor Doedri as darkness or whatever. Last year, when there was that challenge, even they spoke out of ignorance because they didn't even know that the governor was not in control of the federal power, the towers that are owned by the transition company of Nigeria. And they mentioned that is the kind of name that Lee Kuan Yew was called when he was building Singapore. But today, he was able to move Singapore from a third world country without anything to a first world country. That today, you will be very proud to go to visit Singapore. That is the Bayelsa state that Governor Doedri is building. And I'm sure that a lot of Bayelsa do not know that Bayelsa is so blessed. We have the longest coastal line in this country that measures well over 203 kilometers. What is the implication? Of course, the fishes, hydropower, and so many. Of course, the wealth of every nation is in the marine, the ocean. We have not harnessed those wealth because of our lack of access to the ocean. But today, as we speak, Governor Doedri is now building road to link up the ocean. He's not just going from one side, he's going from the Nembe Bra side and going to Agay. But constitutionally, he cannot do more than this.
Okay.
Our prayer is that we'll get another Governor Doedri. I mean, for me, I pray for him every day.
Okay.
That God will bless and lift him higher.
Okay, if you are just joining us, we are on Crypto Capital. We have the technical advisor to the governor on media and public affairs, Honorable Wisdom Inekpa Ekuli, giving us highlights of what the prosperity government has been doing. And he keep praising this principal to high heaven. That's why we even nicknamed him the prosperity hype man. I know already the phones have been ringing. Just hold on a little bit. I want to ask him one or two questions I observed. A good one, Governor Doedri has called another first with the arrival of the aircraft.
Yes.
We don't know how much it costs. One. We don't know if it's outright buying or lease. Two. Maybe you have the information. Three. We observe some inscription on the aircrafts, and people were asking. One we see is SNSDD. Yeah. I will know SDD stands for Senator Doedri. Okay. Maybe that SDD is different. I don't know. Okay. Maybe you will tell us whether that SDD we are seeing on that plane is different from. Another point is we also see another inscription on the aircraft that says sample. Whether na sample, na be the bus stop wing with the run, I don't know. Or na be the car park, a plane by hangar, I don't know.
Okay.
So that aircraft, an onlooker will look at it. This one a private. This one I own. No. When you finish, you can't go sample because already they don't write sample for the body come.
No, let us
so please, if you have the information, people want to hear.
And when it will start operating.
Let us correct some impressions.
Okay.
Every aircraft is registered.
Okay.
Every aircraft, the moment an aircraft is manufactured and is engaged, whether for private or commercial, it is registered. Just like our vehicles, just like the vessel and ship. So any inscription you see on that aircraft is the registration number.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, so
like that SN,
SDD.
SN, when you see SN, any aircraft that you see SN shows that aircraft was registered in Nigeria.
Okay.
And is operated in Nigeria. You
So
understand?
SNSDD.
So yes, so SDD.
Why not SNBAY?
So it should be my name.
No, SNBAY, Bayelsa, or something like that.
No, when you look at
Why SDD?
No, when you look at the aircraft, the logo of Bayelsa
It's already there.
has already
Yes.
adorning the this. You see
Logo
how,
is different from registration.
Wait, are you see? I'm telling you that. Are you see the beautiful
Logo.
that
I
is on
saw
that
it,
aircraft and all of that.
Yes.
And so, I mean that is registration number.
So SNSDD.
As your that is registration.
Okay.
And again, when you look at like Peace Mass and others, you see, I can use your name. For instance, if I buy aircraft, I can use your name, Jacobson. I can just write.
Okay.
That is insignificant, but it's just maybe part of
But-
the
Just an
name and all
inscription.
of that.
But
So,
honorable, wait. Don't you think people will start thinking? Why not? Okay, for example, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Why not put maybe Yenegua or Brass
if you put,
or Age?
wait, let us
Why
save-
sample?
Can we save our time? If for instance now I buy an aircraft and I put Wisdom, or I have 5 children, biological children outside other children that care of. Now if I put one of the names, the name of the child, the other one will say, daddy love this one most. You understand? Now if I decide to put the names of my 5 children, the other 6 children that are staying, that kids of my 2 sisters, 6 of them who are staying with me, they will say, you see, our uncle decided to put only the names of his biological children and all of that. There is nothing you will do in this life that people will not talk.
That means we
They will even say, in fact, die well.
That means-
You don't see Christ, even Christ, when he came to
Honorable.
they say, in fact, the sport nail am upside down. and all of
So
that.
honorable, what you are trying to say in the pidgin parlance, they say forgetting the right for motor enter motor.
What is important is
We should enter the motor.
most
We should
times
enter the plane, right?
Most times we give credence to things that are
No.
I'm
People
coming,
are
Jacobson.
concerned.
Jacobson, that's what I'm just telling you. You asked about, before we started this discussion, you asked about that, and I told you that is the number of the aircraft, the identity. Every aircraft, every helicopter that you see, every vessel, every ship that you see, they all have numbers. That is what you use
To identify.
When you talk about like chassis number of a vehicle.
True.
Last week or week before last, they stole my car in Abuja. Now we are still looking for it. SARS is looking for it. But the chassis number of that my vehicle that was stolen in Hyundai, it has been sent to border and other areas so that with the chassis number, we may be fortunate to recover it and all of that. So those are the special identities, you understand, that are used to identify those aircraft. Not even we human beings.
Okay.
We bear different names as part of our identity and all of that. But
Just
we
as
thank Governor
some people
Dele
want to
for-
start thinking, no, so now
No,
go
that-
after 2028 February, they
That
go
is
pack up
why-
a sample.
That is why people should be thinking. People must talk. You understand? And allow people to talk.
Okay.
But
Let's
the
open
most
the-
important is that we have educated them.
Okay,
That
let's open the
whatever
phone
you
line.
see on that aircraft is part of identity of
And
that
registration of
aircraft
the
that
aircraft.
makes it that's unique. You understand? All over the world.
Okay.
The most important thing is that Bayelsa State is now registered in the world map now with that aircraft
And the flight.
and our aircraft.
When
here.
when do we expect to start?
Of course, it will, the aircraft don't stay on the ground now. You know that. Of course, it was to start to fly. That is the management of the airline.
You take charge of it and
Take charge of it.
Okay, let's open the phone line. Let's allow you some breather. Hello. The number is to call is 091-2019-5. You can also drop a WhatsApp message there. You can also reach us on 070-7747-1522. Please, we are discussing Bayelsa development under prosperity government of the renewed prosperity. Correct me.
Say it now.
The
Now forward.
The renewed hope prosperity.
Yes.
Band
Yes.
together. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Evangelist Makoko Motumofa.
Go ahead, Evangelist Omotumofa.
Yes, I love on a discussion. Only I not have you too much. With waiting the spokesman, when they represent the government, they talk for there. Now, true word in they talk because everybody take eye, they see what they do. And the Bible tells us everything where God created, everything where Adam named, now they take call them. So everything where the already name, now the whole Bayelsa go follow.
Yes, beautiful.
Because this man is a godly man.
Amen. Yes.
And as I'm telling you today, if he rules successfully to the end, 2007, there will be no other election. God will make him to remain in that place until they are satisfied with him.
Amen.
That is what you have to talk in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you.
No, to talk man. Let's go on this short break. We'll be back.
This is your golden moment. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
See my baby. See how Comedy Night with MC Koboko is here again. It's going to be an unforgettable night of laughter and more laughter. Date Sunday, 30th November 2025. Time 6 p.m. red carpet. Main event 6:30 p.m. Venue Tamara Hall, Ochocho Yenagoa. Comedy by Wawa Face from Worry, T-Bones, Sunny Ball, MC Opeke, MC Reppy, MC AJ, MC Billionaire, Barack Piquet, Sick Mouth, Big Guy Comedy, Efize the British, Ovisco, and lots more. Music by Ja Wonder, Wall Z, Amazy, and Nels. Gate fee regular, free, but dress smartly. Family table 100k, gold table 200k, sponsorship table 500k. This event is proudly supported by Golden FM 97.5. For more information and sponsorship, please call 0703 310 6964. Comedy Nights with MC Koboko. Don't miss it. See my baby.
Bayelsa's home for timeless hits.
I'm on
97.5.
Okay, welcome back. We're picking calls before we went on that short break just to take a breather. You are still on to Crypto Capital from 97.5 Golden FM. Good day. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Let's say 2 minutes, max.
Okay. I greet our guests in the house, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are not just an hype man. You are just saying it as it is. My name is Sapere, reporting from Eba, on online, on-air personality. But see, there is something I want to say. I don't know if you can. It's a request. I don't know if you can grant it. I want to join back to trade. Let me see things for myself also. Can this be granted, sir?
Yes. Just tell us after now. Just send us your location, and if you're ready today too, we can even move, because our work is to move.
Paul Bassa sitting next to you there has my personal number. I think I can. You can put me on so I can join this trade. Let me apostle of this government. The government has done so much.
It don't convert
Consider it done. Consider it done. Consider it done.
It don't convert you. Okay. You do. You are converted already. You are converted.
It's not like, see, let me tell you.
You have converted him now.
The humility of Governor Deidri, accessibility, his compassion for the needy and downtrodden, the vulnerable, and his passion for growth and development alone can disarm his worst critic. I was one of his worst critics before he converted me. So what are we talking about? Okay. Now, do you know that this is the first time that we don't even mention buildings and schools and all of that as project of government? We don't mention these concrete pavement ways and as this thing. Do you know the hundreds of those kind of roads that the governor is building every month? Go to our towns and villages. As I speak now, the governor is building the longest road in the Merengue community.
So what are
my road and all of that.
So what are the local government chairmen doing?
Well, the local governments are also working.
What are they working?
They are partners.
If state government is going to build internal roads in communities.
Listen. The community you are talking about, they are all in the state. Abi, right? Now the state government, federal government, and local government, they are all partners. They cannot work in isolation. Okay. They work. And that's why you see things, you can see the development. The success story of Governor Deidri cannot be complete without the mention or acknowledgement of the local government chairman, who are source of his strength and all of that. The same way I celebrate, I need to give a shout out to Saviour Moses Tebowe. that the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure. That is one man that is very exceptional. In fact, if it is possible, I will pray that the incoming government should retain him as Commissioner of Works. I say this because of the kind of work that man is doing. Architect, Surveyor.
Estate Surveyor.
Yes, Estate Surveyor. Moses Tebowe. He's doing excellent job. If you don't, the governor, yes, the governor is not a spirit. He's one person. But the lieutenants that he has everywhere.
Yeah.
Then you can see the result. See the massive work that Moses Tebowe is doing and all of that. The same thing with Igale. I need to celebrate Igale, the champion Igale, and all of that. Daniel Igale. You can see the kind of work that he's doing in the area of sports. Today, Bayelsa State came from very backward position in sports. And to that who speak now, Bayelsa is one of the best in the country and even beyond now because of what champion Igale, Daniel Igale is doing. And all of that. So it goes to tell you that when you use the right people, when you use the right people to man the right positions, you get the best result. Today we are celebrating Governor Doedri because of what? Because he is the right person that God sent as a special gift to Bayelsans, and you can see the result everywhere. Joy, laughter, hope everywhere.
Let's take on calls. Let's go back to the
Okay.
calls.
Hello.
Hello, Golden FM.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Chikobi calling from Obele.
Okay, Chike, please go ahead.
Yeah, I greet my brother waiting for studio.
Thank you, my dear brother Chikobi.
Yeah, of the truth, everything where you talk on true.
God bless you.
No need to argue. This miracle governor is working.
Thank you.
And work the show with the CM.
Everywhere.
Of the truth. Everywhere. Today now.
They choke.
He the show. Kuro. But you get what me I was thank you, my brother man waiting for studio.
Okay.
For a long time, I've been trying my best to help Bayelsa to keep Bayelsa clean, packing their dirty with normal truck, local truck, where they push for hand.
Yes.
But now I need to help myself to do that work. I don't do this work for a very long time. Some people know me. So I need to get motivated myself. I don't know if you can help me. That's why I'm calling now.
Okay, we will talk about that after this program and see how. Because I know that we have a listening governor. A governor that the moment people raise issues, immediately he tackles them. I said, God, we have a listening governor.
Hold on, sir, please.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Hello, Daddy Jacob here at the Fog Bastard.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm to the hype man for the Ogano.
Well done, ma.
As a technical advisor to the governor.
You be typical politician.
Well done, ma. We are committed, ma.
Our politician, our leader, I don't go kill us for this country. We not go kill us for this country.
You know, say evidence no dey lie. When you go in law, there is what they call law of evidence. And the moment you present your evidence and they are very glaring, you don't have any case, you win the case. In our own case, even as you did there, if there is any area that you have doubt, you ask. If I say Governor Doedri has crossed a bridge from Angama to Oporoma and is building Oporoma, I was in Otuan 2 weeks ago. I drove down to Otuan. If anybody doubts about that, I just tell you, okay, make our time.
So
we have a vehicle that will take you there. We even buy you snacks and give you 10,000 naira. So we move around.
You doubt him? You doubt him?
She don't doubt her.
You dey doubt am?
She don't doubt.
Na laugh she dey laugh.
She dey laugh.
Okay, thank you. There's evidence.
There's evidence.
Evidence they choke everywhere.
Hello.
Everywhere they hear now. Yeah, my name is Belekizbe.
Okay, Belekizbe.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. The has already talked everything that which I go contribute for this matter. I think they make us laugh and sweet everywhere.
making himself the enter the internal roads everywhere for Bayelsa.
Yes.
And also, yesterday the governor don't approve it. Making enter to the pass the mission give the governor the roadway back.
Yes.
He passed 20 for internal roads.
No, the governor said they will design them. Yeah.
Yeah,
The deputy governor spoke on it. Yes, yes.
Here for this afternoon, said my mind sweet me.
Yeah.
Please, I never hear this plane matter. So as I hear that afternoon, my mind to sweet me. So I wait for the day the plane go fly around Bayelsa, saying in Agua. Road say Bayelsa plane on they fly around. Thank you, Allah.
Thank you. The the internal road issue. I was sure from the beginning that is one of the least work. You know, when you start with the small ones, before you get to the big ones, maybe you become fatigued, you become tired and all of that. The case of Doedri, he decided to start with the major ones. Now when you talk about, let us talk about the Yanagwa and Giama Upuruma road. That road and the Nembe Brass road, we are all conceptualized at the same time in the 60s. In the 60s, but no government, no successive administration was courageous enough to venture into them because the roads are, the projects are too capital intensive and all of that.
Some people that Sanfield now.
No, now listen now. When we are talking about, when you talk about, see.
Wait, I'm coming. No, let's get this fact right and straight out.
Yes.
They did not start the Sagbama Ikema Road.
Listen now.
I'm coming. Did not start the Yenegua and Giama Pogoma Road.
Listen now. When listen, let us get it right.
No, am I right or?
Let us get it right. Let us get it right.
Okay.
When these are things that's why sometimes I like clearing your doubt. On this one again, me and you went back on this journey.
No, now.
When we are not saying that, like you talked about the Sagbama Ikirimo, you never started it. But when you look at the work,
he has only
the number of listings. When you know the number of bridges that Governor Doedri built, constructed on that road to get to where it is today,
adding to
you will know that it takes only a courageous leader to do that. You can see, even Bayelsa here, you see about
but this road got
projects.
But the road got to Cremona now.
You can see it didn't. The bridges were not there. Bridges were not there. It was Governor Doedri that built them. Ask anybody. Now let us clear these things. Now, when you go to some states, you understand. You see abandoned projects littered everywhere. Even before now, abandoned projects in Bayelsa.
I will still have it abandoned today.
But today, how many projects
we still have abandoned projects?
Maybe just 1%.
We have, at least
very,
we have.
Very insignificant.
But we have.
You know what I'm trying to tell you now? What I'm saying is that before now, we know how it was.
But
that as you start something, if you don't complete it, that is the end.
We still have some.
But today, we have an insignificant 1%, which of course the governor, of course, can tackle them at any time. He's a leader that is very focused.
Okay.
He's a leader that is purposeful. He's a leader that believes that every kobo that is spent from Bayelsa Treasury, that we need to make sure that it doesn't waste.
Okay.
And that's why you see him
Honorable Kuli,
completing every project.
I want us to pick, we want to wrap now.
Yes.
Now, talking about abandoned projects.
Yes.
The Aswama Fusion Academy has been abandoned for more than 12 years.
Okay.
It's in Kolokmopukuma local government, the local government of the state governor.
Yes.
Rather than complete that project, the governor is embarking on building a 5,000-seater stadium in his own community sample. Why?
Well, you can see, most times when we talk, sometimes you sit down here and just talk. Government is very deep. I give you an example. When the governor wanted to take over the second phase of the Glory Drive, it was not easy.
Because there was litigation.
I'm coming. Litigations here and there. At the time, they have to make some concession. Okay, you do this, I do that, and all that. Today, that road now. When I was driving with one of our leaders, he said, "Are you sure we are in Bayelsa?" I said, "Yes." Because of the length and then the beauty, the solidness of that road, the leader was asking me, "Are you sure we are in Bayelsa?" I said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, we are still here. This land that we have driven, all of these things in Bayelsa." So you can see what the governor is doing. And we pray that successive governments will continue with the vision of our great leader. Now, I'm happy that one development that I've noticed in Bayelsa is the fact that criticism have reduced drastically. There is absolutely no way we can make reasonable progress if we don't commend, support our leaders. I'm a proponent of the CAC theory, which is commendation, appreciation, and then constructive criticism. You commend, you appreciate leaders when they get things right, and when things are not going well, you criticize them constructively instead of resorting to destructive criticism. Okay. And that's what we want Bayelsa to continue to
Let's take this headline. So we'll come, we'll take some calls, and we'll wrap up the show.
Thank you.
Want to grow your business fast? Golden 97.5 FM has got the perfect solution for you. You can locate our radio house at Mike Okpoko Street.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on the Headline News. In the headlines, military hands over 24 rescued Magga schoolgirls to Kebbi governor. Police dismiss claims of herdsman attack in Rivers. Bayelsa-owned aircraft touches down at State International Airport. And on the foreign scene, French court decides former President Sarkozy's final appeal today. Details coming up at 12 noon. Stay tuned.
Brighton Bayelsa, one broadcast at a time. 97.5 Golden FM. Golden FM.
Okay, welcome back. We're still on Crypto Capital. We're beginning to wrap up now, and you've not answered my question. Maybe we'll have to do that another time.
Which of the questions are
the Aswama Sports Academy has no litigation.
No. What I'm saying is that if you have the details of those information, of course you make it available.
Okay,
that's all.
no problem.
It's not
I'll
an
make
issue.
I'll make it available to you.
It is not an issue.
No, I'll make it available to you. No problem. No problem. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Grandma speaking from this end.
Okay, Grandma. Welcome.
Honorable, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma. We are committed, ma.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because of what you have been saying, I want to chip in one thing I have been complaining of. Please.
Okay.
You know, every road in Bayelsa State has been done. Every street. Most streets have been done. The engineering street has not been forged. Okay. Not even a super of sand has been forged there. Engineering street, I've been saying it.
Okay.
Engineering street.
Yes, engineering street.
In road.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't know if you can help us.
Okay, we'll try and bring, madam. We'll try and bring the Honorable Commissioner for Works on this show.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll bring him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Big J. Once again. 30
Please
seconds.
let us allow somebody else call. Please, happy
Please,
to.
I have something to say.
Quickly, because we're wrapping up.
Seconds. Yeah, you see, Yenagoa is like a parlor to Bayelsa State. Yeah. And I must say this before I drop my gun. You see, it is time to give proper attention to Yenagoa. You see, we have been advocating for this, and thank God our amiable governor have to that, acted in that order. You see, I'm very happy when I heard it in your news that the streets of Yenagoa will be given a serious attention, not just attention. Most of the streets will be rehabilitated, so to say. And I'm very happy for that. That's why he's our amiable governor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you.
Okay, Honorable, as we wrap up, your final thoughts. As Bayelsans are celebrating the new aircraft,
yes.
Looking forward to more developmental stride under the prospective administration. Yes. What's your final message to Bayelsans?
Well, my final message is the governor himself is an employee of Bayelsans. Because Bayelsans employed him through our votes. So he's our employee. And at all times, he has always carried himself in that way and manner. And that's why he's always consulting and he's always accountable to Bayelsans. Now, our duty at this point is to continue to support him. Support him, solidarity, support, and prayer. Because the spiritual control the physical. this thing is to continue to pray for him that God will strengthen him so that he will finish strong. The vision and the passion that he has for Bayelsa is unimaginable, and we'll continue to support him. We'll pray for peace, especially as we go into the festive period. We'll pray that Bayelsa young men and women will stay away from crime and criminality. We are seeing the kind of things that are happening all over the nation in terms of insecurity. But we thank God that the governor has been able to put in place one of the best security architecture in this country. And that is why Bayelsa is adjudged as the safest state in the country. And he cannot achieve that without our solidarity support, without our support, because he cannot do it alone. And so we'll celebrate our paramount ruler, the leadership of our various communities, and we'll urge them to continue to support the government. And we know that the governor, being who he is, will never lead us astray. Thank you.
We hope to have you more and more often as we look towards more renewed perspective.
Of course, because we are talking about our weekly program, the Prosperity Ambassador programs and all of that. It's going to be weekly program and all of that, so that people will know what we are actually doing.
You're welcome.
Because information is power.
It's power. Paul, that's an interesting conversation.
Enlightening, very enlightening. I think I enjoyed myself, and we'll look forward to seeing more things so we can have the annals being included in the things that he's doing.
Wow, on that note, we'll be back here on Saturday by 11 a.m. for another edition of Crypto Capital. Have a wonderful day.